Hi, I'm Greg. This should be on my website. I'm a professor at Cal State Northridge. These are some of my students. We're out here at Tierra Miguel Organic Farm near Temecula, California. See, we got some fresh snow on the mountains a couple nights ago. I bring the students out here because it's an organic farm, and only about 1% of our farms in the U.S. are organic. It means we don't spray any pesticides or herbicides or chemical fertilizers on the food, which is proven to lead to cancer and cause all kinds of problems. It eventually ruins the soil, and so in much of the earth now, conventional farming with chemicals is ruining the soil. So farms like this are healing the soil, and they're also better for our body. There's no chemicals in them that cause cancer. So I'm bringing the students out here to help, because this farmer can't just spray these weeds with a chemical and then have that do the job for him. We have to come out here and pull them by hand. So I brought 120 of my students this semester, about 100 every semester, to offer free labor so that they learn that, you know, when you give, you get back, and also just to learn about the farm itself. And the other factor involved in organic farming is globally overpopulation is making us take too much from the soil, making us over-farm the soil, and organic farming is really the only way to care for the soil enough that it's sustainably productive. And so it's inevitable. I'm teaching my kids early, and it's an inevitable wave of the present and the future.
Now, how large is this farm, Greg? Tell us.
This farm is 87 acres, down to those trees. Probably 2/3 of it is in fallow at any given time, which means it's not having any crops grown. We actually planted a lot of the strawberries that are over there, and we, Mill and Leah, who own the farm and run the farm, are kind enough to let us eat anything we want when we're out here, which is great because we give them some free labor. Not super skilled labor, but good-hearted labor.
Now, how long has this farm been a organic farm?
That's a good question. I think about 12 years. And it has to be an organic farm for 3 years to then achieve organic status. So for those 3 years, you can't use any chemicals, and they get washed out of the soil, and finally after 3 years it's officially organic. Some of the farms around here are organic and some are not, but this one is a pure organic farm.
And what have you noticed, like your students, they're coming out here, what are you finding, what are they finding, or how are they feeling about what they're learning out here?
What I notice, it's just hands-on learning, and they remember it. It sinks in. When you do something, you remember it. And it's the first time a lot of them have ever been to a farm. It's the first time any of them, pretty much, have picked something out of the dirt, washed it, and eaten it that day, that moment. So it just shows them, it just reminds them where the food is from. And we have to remember where our energy and where our food and where our water and where our air are coming from, so that we can make decisions in the ways that we live to protect those resources. Because we're the most wasteful culture on earth, and we have to get back to our resources, to our sources, and remember, what's at stake with our lifestyle. So coming out here, they can remember, hey, organic agriculture keeps things healthy. I can eat the food, I don't have to wash it. It's sustainable. It's a completely different approach. And so they can make different choices when they go to the market and when they vote.
So what are they learning? So here they're weeding, right?
Here they're weeding. Down there they're planting, I believe, tomatoes. And we've planted everything from herbs to tomatoes to strawberries. We've harvested pumpkins and parsnips and carrots.
And how many kids do you have here? Because originally are students. You originally had, like, how many originally and then how many today?
I've been here, this is my 9th visit with students. This time we have about 120. It goes anywhere from the groups of 50 to groups of 120. So pretty good. So I've brought probably 500 or 600, 700 kids out here just standing on the but that's probably good enough. That's an introduction to the farm.
All right, well, good.
Okay.